Hi guys, it's me Justin and it's November. We have 2 more months for the year to end. Can you believe it that it has been going through so fast? I hope you are progressing towards your goal and keeping your most important goals in mind and taking action every day. Now for today, I would like to share with you about relationships. I recently attended a talk in a church, and the priest, the speaker, was talking about relationship and community. He said that relationships now are becoming more transactional, where they are just focused on fulfilling the needs of the others in terms of finance, in terms of obligations, in terms of responsibility, but lack depth. Now, we may have a lot of people in our social media, in our circles, but we don't have the depth when we connect to them. And this is what he meant by transactional. This got me thinking about what Aristotle said about relationships. According to Aristotle, there are 3 types of relationship. The first type of relationship is based on utility. The second is on pleasure. And the third is the perfect relationship. Let's cover them. What's utility about? Utility relationship is based on the principles that I get what I want and you get what you want. It's more like a transactional. It's like there is a business professional relationship. As long there is a benefits, there is a relationship. Once the benefits is not there is no relationships. And pleasure-based relationships, in short, are known as friends with benefits at this current age, where it's focused on pleasure. As long there's pleasure in the relationship in terms of fun, there is a relationship. But once that is missing, there is no value for that relationship. That's the end for the relationship. And the third type of relationship is known as the perfect relationship. Perfect relationship is focused mainly on this principle about giving, having the compassionate love of giving, just giving generously to the others and caring about the others' well-being more than yourself. You are just providing it, and that is what missing at this current age. We have so many relationships with people, but we don't really truly have this compassion about the others. Sometimes we just try to be the hi-bye friend and avoid getting into their mess, avoid helping them out. Hey, dude, you got yourself into this mess, it's your mess. I'm out of here. And that is the most important part of relationships. Relationship is when you have friends and when you have family members that can help you go through the struggle. That's when you have a meaningful connection with each and every one of them. In this video, I'm going to share with you on how you can build good, healthy relationships. 5 principles on how you can develop personal and professional relationship based on this. You guys ready? The first one is to take responsibility of your most important relationships. Take responsibility means stop blaming the others for how things are going or messed up in the relationship. Stop blaming that, hey, because all of you are unable to commit, you're unable to be here, you're unable to do this, do that, you're not present. That's why we have this type of relationship. Stop blaming and take responsibility, because when you stop blaming, you claim back your power. Whenever you blame, you're giving your power to the others. You're giving your power to the external parties or to the environment. When you stop blaming, when you stop complaining, that's when you have power. I like the quote from Spider-Man when Uncle Ben said to Peter Parker, "With great powers comes great responsibility." And I believe the opposite is also true. When you take great responsibility of your relationships, of your life, you have great powers. You have the power to choose which thought you want to entertain, choose which environment you want to be, which you can have the power to choose which circumstances that you want to create for yourself. That's how much power you have when you take responsibility. That's key number one. Take responsibility of your most important relationship. Principle number two is never take relationships for granted. Being in a professional relationships or in your own family relationships or with your friends and family members, fight the law of familiarity. Law of familiarity says that when you spend time with a certain thing or certain person a little bit too much, you start to take things for granted. You appreciate it less. For example, have you ever bought a phone or a car, and the first few days of the car, if there is a simple dent or a scratch, how would you feel? Would you feel like, oh no, there's a scratch in my car, I can't take it? Did you feel that rage or that anger inside of you? But what would have happened if the scratch happened 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year from now? How would you feel? You would say, oh, it's an old car, maybe it doesn't matter. That's what the law of familiarity is about. When you spend time a little bit more in your relationships or in your friends or in your workplace, you start to take things for granted. In relationship, always fight the law of familiarity. Principle number three, protect your relationship. Like us, human being, we have immune system to protect us from the virus outside. What's protecting your relationship? You need to build defense to protect your most important relationship, to keep it sacred, to keep it protecting it from external environment. How do you protect it? You can protect it by protecting it from your own negativity. That's number one. Secondly, protect it by you allocating time and your presence for that relationship. If that relationship is important, you allocate time and your presence to spend time and be there in your relationships. That's how you protect your relationships. That's two ideas on how you protect your most important relationship. Protect it from your own negativity, and second thing, protect it by spending time, by allocating time. Principle number four, notice what you like more than what you don't like. In a professional relationship, if your boss is a little bit more demanding, you tend to be more focused on the negative aspect of it rather than the so many good positive side of it. And in relationships, sometimes in personal relationships, we tend to focus on all the things that are not going according to plan, that are not going according to your expectation. But there are few gems in the relationships where you can focus on that actually amplifies. You see, what you focus on, energy flows and it amplifies. What you appreciate in your life as well. Focus on the good things. When you're always able to find the good in any situation, you amplify it. Remember, focusing on the good amplifies your relationship, magnifies it. Start focusing on what's good more than what is not. Principle number five, always protect and maintain trust. You cannot believe how many relationships break down because all of trust. Professional relationships breaks down because there is no trust. So many relationships break down because they are unable to protect and maintain trust. Maybe there are certain behaviors that has violated the trust, but then you need to take an effort, take responsibility and take an effort to build back relationship. In a professional context, sometimes when there is no trust, we start asking more evidence, more proof to prove your statement, and that can be really tiring. Build back trust. And in a personal relationship context, sometimes trust is a form of love because they have rules for love. When the other party have a rules that if you love me, you would trust me. understand your partners or your relationships, the most important relationship, what's their rule for love, and protect that trust. Because once trust is violated, it's extremely hard to have a good and healthy relationship. Always protect and maintain trust in your relationships. Here are the 5 principles. 1. Take responsibility of your most important relationships. 2. Never take things for granted. Always fight the law of familiarity. 3. Protect your relationship by spending time, by allocating time and being present. And 4. Notice what's good more than what's not good in a relationship, where you focus on energy flows. So focus on the things that's going good, focus on the things that you can be grateful in your relationship, rather than the 100 things that are messed up. And 5. Protect and maintain trust. Build trust. Protect it, maintain it, and build trust. And I'll see you in the next video.